Hello, I am Test Drive, and welcome back to more Forza Motorsport on the original Xbox. And it is time, since we have 100% of the arcade done, as well as all of the time trials given a shot, I guess. I'm still rank 8. Nobody has taken my 8th place yet. It is time to start working on that other percentage. Time to move on to the career mode. And there's a bit of explaining to do. I'll try not to go too in-depth because I know probably a lot of you already know about a lot of it. But let's go ahead and get started. Home region. Home region determines the availability, starting cost, and rarity of the cars in your career. Home region does not affect which tracks are available. So yes, we get to pick our starting, our home region. Fun fact that I will just go ahead and say is that unlike Forza Motorsport 2 in the first game here, you cannot switch your region once you pick it. So if you pick North America at the beginning, you are stuck to that for the rest of the game. Yeah, we have some little descriptions here. Many cars are common in their home region, but they're rare and thus more expensive in other regions. For example, a Corvette C5Z06 is common in North America, but rare in Asia and Europe. And then talks about a Tuscan S for Europe, and a Nissan Skyline GTR for Asia. And I don't remember what car I picked for my... Oh yeah, I remember actually. Pretty sure I picked the Altezza? Was it the Altezza or the IS300? I actually don't know, because both are available. But it was one of those two that I picked for my old Let's Play. I guess I could look through all of them actually. Here are cars for North America. Starting off, of course, PT Cruiser. Of course, Focus SVT, Lexus IS300, the Acura RSX, the Acura CL, which is still a neat car to have in this game because it was completely unique to this Forza game, never came back after this one, and the mainstay, the Eagle Talon, which I've already used, I think, in the arcade mode, maybe? And then over here for Asia, we do have a Hyundai Tiburon, so it is not just Japanese cars, of course, it is Korean as well. I already used that car for the very beginning of the arcade mode. We have the Mazda 3, a hatchback version. Of course, no Mazda Speed, because that was not a thing yet in 05. The Honda Civic Type R EP, I believe, right? EP, I think, is the correct. The Toyota Altezza. Like I said, I think I might have actually started the game with last time I played. Still don't remember if it was that or the IS300. The Nissan Silvia S14, which I did also use in the arcade mode, and the Mitsubishi FTO, which I enjoy having in racing games. But let's go to Europe and pick a car of some sort. There's, I think, the most D1 class cars. I think that only goes up to D2 for Japanese. Is it D2? Or is that for America? 4 out of 6 of the European starting cars are D1 class. So we have the Peugeot 206. Of course, just a, French car. We have the Volkswagen R32. Another wonderful choice, or possibly a wonderful choice. The Audi TT, which I think is pretty much the best starting car of the entire game without upgrades. I think it's like the fastest out of anything. And the Saab 9.3. Biggin, of course. Also nice to have. The Volkswagen Corrado. Shout out to Forza Horizon 1. Specifically, just like this in red. I think it was that red. It has a ton of different colors. It's got bright pink. I almost feel like it's necessary to go with it, but I don't think I will. And then finally we have the Mini Cooper S at the, well, lower in D class. We did already use that as well in arcade mode, so let's pick one of the cars I haven't used yet. You know what? I think it's Saab time. I think Saab is the way I want to go. Origin of Sweden. Decent stats up top, and it costs 20,000 credits, so that will leave us with 3,000 left to buy upgrades or whatever I want to do. So let's just pick this car out in red. After you select the home region for this profile, it cannot be changed. As I mentioned, are you sure you want to choose or want to buy Saab 9.3 Viggen and choose Europe as your home region? Yes, I would like to do that. Thank you very much. And here we are at our main career screen, where we can go racing in various races throughout the game. Race earn credits and level up. If you're signed in Xbox Live, which I am, you can race against human opponents. Yeah, so that's a thing that you can just do. Don't know what the difference is between that and other multiplayer is. We have the garage, which we can look at real quick. We have my cars, where we can view all of the cars that we have gotten throughout the game, well, that we still have. We can tune our car, just the same as literally every other Forza game that has ever existed. You can change very specific settings for a bunch of different stuff, which I'm sure I will do more later in the future. You can benchmark, which is actually a pretty cool thing, where it tells you a bunch of different statistics about your car, and it calculates them. So no matter if you upgrade the car or not, it will continue telling you all of these details. You can test drive. Basically just take the car to whatever track you want and just mess around, do laps, whatever. And you can load a setup from a previous save. We can buy upgrades, which we will look at some point. We can customize our paint, which I might as well just go ahead and do. Let's pick something silly. So there are a few special paints in here too that are just kind of hidden. Like there is the matte gray, as you can see there. And then I believe over here, oh, that one's like a color shift, pearlescent kind of, or pearlescent color shift? Don't know. And then this one just makes everything that's individual carbon fiber, which is neat. And there are a few other like color shift colors as well. But there's a lot of neat options. I believe this one is just supposed to be default as well. You can't go through all of the stock colors in this game, unlike newer games. But, you know what? I want to go with one of the color shift colors. Like this reddish one. And as I said, you can change individual parts as well. So we have hood, where you can change it to literally any color. The mirrors, and the wing. But I don't feel like changing any of those, so we will go ahead and save. And then we can apply decals, which is pretty much what you would expect out of this. If you've played any Forza game, you can select an area and put pretty much anything you want to. Various decals. Put an Xbox logo on it. I think it is a bit dumbed down, like there isn't, you can't just mirror something super easily, so I usually don't mess with this stuff too much. Might sometime in the future, but for now we're gonna leave it. Of course, you could save and do whatnot with that. You can do profile to profile, which is buying cars from other profiles on my Xbox console, which I can show off because I do have other profiles. Yeah, you can literally just buy the exact cars that are on other profiles on your Xbox, which is neat. What in the hell did I do to this PT Cruiser? We're not going to do that, at least not now. Then we have our buying cars. So you can buy literally any of the cars in the game. We will do that once we have more money. Training Drivatar, which I will also show off probably in its own video. I have ideas, or an idea at least, for that. And we can set our difficulty, which I will go ahead and do. And I will go ahead and change everything to the hardest setting. And this is where a thing that I wanted to say comes in. I'm going to have the AI difficulty on hard for as absolute much of this game as I possibly can. It's not going to be easy or fun at some points, probably. The AI in this game gets ridiculous. So that is one part of it. But another part is, we'll go ahead and save that. When we go to Go Race, we'll just go ahead and do this real quick. Change your crew difficulty settings. I already did that. Make a big difference on how much money you earn, and shows you where the menu is. So yeah, there's the Xbox Live, and you can improve your online ELO rank, whatever that means. I guess it's basically multiplayer, but you get credits for it, is what I'm seeing out of it. Never done it before. But otherwise, we have point-to-point races that are their own thing, versus amateur, which is single races with light restrictions, all on circuit tracks. 20 events for that, and 10 events for point-to-point. Let's go ahead and start out in amateur. And we have our European Open right here at the beginning. Open the cars originating from the European region. First place receives the Toyota 88.6 Sprinter Treno. Got 3 races. Got a nice little icon for it. Shows me that my current car is eligible. But the other silly thing I want to do, actually, restrictions. Yeah, that's the restrictions for this. The other thing that might drive me insane through this that I want to do just because I'm goofy is if we go to Y, or if we hit Y to go to opponents, we can see all of the other cars' classes and their PI, I guess you could call the 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to attempt to play through this game, again, on the hardest difficulty, but not exceed the highest class and PI of any of the AI. So if the highest class PI of any of the AI is D1, I cannot go over that. There may have to be some adjustments to this as we go through, which I will show in the future, I'm sure. But for the most part, I think I can do this. So we have our various opponents there. We'll just go ahead and hop into this, and we can see each of our 3 races here. And we have leaderboards. Is it just lap times? No, this is actually full race times. Interesting. So I can actually race to see how fast I am overall in a race. Interesting. All right, let's get started on Silverstone short for our first race. 2 laps for 1.64 miles. And go through and see various different leaderboards. I also have local, because I have done this before on other profiles. And I did it in Audi S4 apparently. We have 153 total players on this. So let's go ahead and get started on our first race of the career at Silverstone Short. And of course we could see all of our starting grid there. We can load a drivatar if I had one that I had made already. Maybe someday, like I said, in the future, I'll mess with that more. We can load a setup as we're starting the race, and we can just start. So let's do that and see how this goes. I have to make sure not to hit the rev limiter now, because it will damage my engine, and I will have to pay credits for it. It's been a minute since I've actually played the game in general. I kind of had some other stuff come up in the past week, so yeah, it's been about a week, so we'll see how I do and see if I can beat the Audi TT and the VW Golf in an actual race here. Oh, there's a rev limiter. Well, I think I'm losing lots of time to the cars that are way faster than me. I don't expect this to be easy. I have the fucking rev limiter. Well, got some shenanigans happening behind us. Yeah, this isn't gonna work on this first attempt, so we're gonna restart. Okay, we're already doing a lot better. And of course, alongside the over-revving the car damage, we do have actual other mechanical damage too from hitting things, so we're gonna try not to do that. Oh, I've hit the rev limiter again. It's going to happen a lot. We give 100%. Unlike the last time I played this game where I got like a 99.6% or some shit at the end of it, I would like to get a full actual 100%. So on some of these, you don't have to win all the races to win the gold medal of the event. And so I will just be doing my best to do that. Go! Oh my god, Volkswagen, why are you so fast? Or am I slow? I don't know. Hello. Excuse me, I'm coming through. Apparently it didn't matter to you. I can win this race. No, I didn't make it. Oh shit, passing the Volkswagen now already? Oh, maybe not. Almost. Oh god. A little too fast again, it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm out of drafting range for the Audi. Unfortunate. Don't think I'm catching up even with the draft. No. I can win this damn race. I will win at least one race. Oop. Already hit the rev limiter. Good start, good start. Damage meter didn't show up. It's fine. Trying to make sure I don't end up running into other cars. I love Volkswagen. Go! I want to drive the Audi. No, get out of the way. I'm scared. Okay. Once again, I'm behind the Audi, but almost outside, or I actually am outside of drafting range, I think. Yeah. Oh shit, hold on, I'm cooking. Get out of the way! This is fine. I can make this work. Hello, Audi. Howdy, even. Oh, we're so back. We're so in there. Please don't do that to me. The AI is absolutely going to fuck me at random times here. Okay. I have managed to live through the first race for the first time. Well, the first race of the career. I got what it takes. I can do this. Go ahead and save the replay for later. And there we go. There's our finishing standings, results, whatever you want to call it. And let's go ahead and view our race winnings for the first time. We have 0 car rarity bonus, so we are at the base level of rarity, unfortunately, so no extra credits from that. But I did get another 3,000 credits on top of the original 3,000 for our difficulty, which you can see here. And of course we can see our damage. Thankfully, I didn't damage anything enough. I think I did hit the rev limiter once or twice, but it wasn't enough to actually require damage fixing. And we have reached level 1 and... oh, so close to level 2. They made that like that just so you couldn't reach level 2. Alright. Pirelli. I've established a relationship with Pirelli. Y-rated tires for all cars are 10% off in the upgrade shop. Yeah, we get little discounts for parts, and I don't think cars get discounts in this game. I think that's only Forza 2. Hey, I got a new top time. Let's go. Wonder where I am on the leaderboards. I am curious now. Use the brakes early and often. Forza Motorsport is a simulator. It take longer than you expect to brake a car from high speed. Suggested line, I don't have that on. Sometimes you have to drive slow to drive fast. Incredible. Where am I at? 63rd place with a completely stock car that probably isn't that fantastic. We're gonna look at upgrades real quick. We're gonna play with upgrades for a second, because the leeway I have for my little challenge of staying within certain class ranges and hard difficulty. If we go to buy upgrades here, we have engine and power. We have appearance and aero, which actually there's nothing to do for this car besides wheels and window tint, unfortunately. And we have chassis and drivetrain, and this is where things get interesting, because the only 2 upgrades in here that will ever affect the class of your car are the weight reduction and tires. You can literally do transmission, clutch and flywheel, brake upgrades, and suspension upgrades, and also differential upgrades without affecting the class of your car, as you can tell by the fact that it's not changing the class of the car. So let's go ahead and buy a differential upgrade just so we can hopefully not spin the tires as much. That doesn't change anything. We'll do some Club Sport brakes and maybe modified suspension. Now I can see if I can do at least like one little engine upgrade without moving the car up a class. 13 horsepower. What's it do? 243 and 272 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? And that will be all I do for upgrades, because they cost money, and we don't really have that much money yet. So we will go ahead and head back to racing, still with a D1 class car. And we will head back here to the European Open, and let's go to Maple Valley Raceway Short for 1.15 miles for 3 laps, and another 3,000 credits, or doubled if we manage to not get damage. We might have rarity too now because I put on upgrades on. Upgrades will increase the rarity of your car. All right, I am starting at the front now. And let's just go ahead and get into this on Maple Valley. For the first time of the career, at least. Yeah, I'm hoping that the car will spin its inside tire less around corners with the differential upgrade. I can hope at least. It does seem like it's already better. And I guess the other upgrades are doing what they're supposed to. I mean, I would assume so. Hello, Audi. Goodbye, Audi. No, I said goodbye, Audi. I think we'll be good for the rest of this event now. Oh, yeah, we're so back. That differential helped out so much. That's the thing, is being able to figure out what upgrades your car needs is pretty important in a game like this. Because, like, I am cooking. That differential upgrade helped so much. Like, the car does still have a little bit of a tendency to rev up a little bit in corners, but it's nowhere near where it was. And it is even, like, the full differential upgrade. That's, like, this is the second to best one. Alright, we know what we're doing. We know what we're about in this house. And, of course, also, in my normal fashion, I will be trying to use as many different cars as I possibly can throughout this playthrough, because this game has 231 cars. So, you know, using every possible car sounds like a fun idea to me. Even though I've already done it once before, and I probably don't remember what cars I used exactly in that last playthrough, but it doesn't really matter that much. I will simply try to make sure that I do not reuse any cars over this playthrough. At least by checking thumbnails of videos is, you know, I'll at least do that. I can't guarantee I won't use any of the cars that I use in time trials or in arcade mode. Because that's asking a little too much out of my brain. My memory is not that good. And there we go. First place, super easy. On our second race with those few upgrades, I did a almost 2-second faster best lap compared to the Audi TT. The other Saab 9.3 actually was the closest. No, it was the second closest. Okay. 6,097 credits. Let's go. An odd number of credits. And no repairs once again, thankfully. And we have reached level 2. Will we reach level 3? Yes, we will, actually. Hell yeah, 2 level ups in one race. Next level will be at 16,400. Brembo. We've established a relationship with Brembo. Modified brake upgrades for all cars with 10% off in the upgrade shop. I think I just bought that for this car, and I didn't have the discount. And then for level 3, we got OMP Racing. We've established a relationship with OMP Racing. Modified intake and exhaust upgrades for European cars are 10% off in the upgrade shop. Let's go. We're cooking already. Already level 3? Instantly reverse with the X button. Can't do that with manual transmission. If you want to read this, there it is. I'm continuing. Oh yeah, we have another one. Buy upgrades to improve performance. Incredible. Increasing performance and rarity of your car. Rarity increases your race rewards. With upgrades, blah, blah, blah. About moving your car into a class where it struggles to compete. Oh shit, we're cooking on the second race. 27th place on the leaderboards. Hell yeah. Oh my god. That's why the times are so crazy, is because people are out there using LMP cars for this. I guess there are no restrictions against that. And finally, for our final race here, we do get to go to Alpine Ring. Hell yeah. For 2.21 miles, 2 laps, and another 3 grand / 6 grand for winning. Let's get into this. Finish up our first event of the game. Okay. Here we are. Same set of cars, of course. And let's get this final race with the Saab done. I suppose it'll be the final race with the Saab. I don't really foresee myself using it again, unless I have to, which I don't think I will. I don't think there's any reason I'll have to use this car for anything else. Oh, people are hitting each other. Oh! No contact. We love to see it. All right, first place is mine. Well, for now. As long as I don't mess anything up tremendously. It's funny how much those little upgrades just absolutely helped so much. Also interesting to point out, since there are back or reverse versions of a bunch of the fictional tracks in this game, there is not a reverse version of Alpine Ring. Like Blue Mountains Raceway has a reverse version, New York has reverse, Maple Valley has reverse. Not this track though, which is unfortunate. Because I think this is basically supposed to be like Spa at home, and also not really Spa besides like little hints of it. But yeah, it's weird to have the little chicane thing at the end of the track instead of the beginning. But we are schmooving out here in first. We do love to see it. Uh-oh. Well, maybe not for long, though. Nah, we're good. Thankfully, I was more than well enough ahead. Things are going pretty damn well, I've got to say. I also have to try to save money so I can buy more cars. I want to try to use cars that aren't just reward cars, because I think I've done that too much in the past and kind of neglected purchasing cars. More so, at least. Because I'm like, oh, I just have a car to use. We'll see how it goes. This will be the first time I've actually played through the entire game on hard difficulty as well, so we should get a bunch of extra credits I've not gotten before when I played this game, which will be very, very helpful. All right, Alpine Ring, our first time around, well, second, third time around Alpine Ring has been successful. Best lap was very slow because, oh wow, even the Audi TT had a slower best lap than the Peugeot 206. Where did the fucking Volkswagen go? Not the Jetta, the Golf. How did the R32 get in 7th place? What are you doing back there? And the Mini Cooper bringing up the back once again. You know, I think the Jetta and the Beetle are, well, maybe just the Jetta is supposed to be worse. But we move on. Once again, still no damage. Another 6,097 credits. And that will put us up over level 4. We are getting close to level 5 already. Next level will be at 21,600 credits. Coney, 2012? No. You've established a relationship with Coney. Modified suspension upgrades for European cars are 10% off in the upgrade shop. I think that was another upgrade I got for this car that I did not get a discount on. And we've won the whole event, so we've gotten the Toyota 8086 AE86 Sprinter Treno GT Apex tofu car. Neat. It is a tofu car, after all. And there we go. Avoid braking and turning at the same time. Try to smoothly left the brakes as you begin turning, even when the front tires are loaded from braking. You only have so much friction to offer. Understandable. So there we go. There is our first event of the entire game done. And unfortunately, I don't have enough money for a new car, so I guess I might have to use the Treno. Damn, I have to use the tofu car. And now we have more statistics in here. We have our level, your region, current credits, total winnings, so on and so forth. And we are 1.0% through the career. And we can also look at our previous rewards as well, in case we're curious, I guess. I don't know. That will be that, I suppose. Definitely longer than this needed to be, but I guess I explained everything pretty well as I could at least. So yeah, there we go. 1 out of 20 events completed. And then another interesting thing is if we go to my cars here in the garage and we hit A on the Saab now, we can either sell, get in if we're not in it, car details, which is various statistics, but in this format. You can also sort your garage by these, I believe. Actually, I don't know if that exists in this game. Actually, yeah, it does. I can just hit X and I can sort. What I wanted to actually show off was car history, where you can see how much stuff this car has dealt with. Because I restarted on the first race, I got victories in all of them. And one owner, I guess, I don't think you can, there's no auction house or anything in this game. So I guess this would be profile to profile completely. 0.13 hours driven. But yeah, that will be that, I suppose. So thank you all so very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one where I guess we will drive the tofu car. Yippee.